I'd like to introduce to you the fact that strategy theories walk around in gangs. They're a bit like Italian mafia families, you know, they get together, they rally strength, quite similar ones get together. And when you look at theories over 40 or 40, I'll stop the Marlon Brando accent. But when you look at theories over 40 or 50 years, one of the things you notice is about 80% of them can be grouped into three big families. Okay, and each family has sort of its Don, it's Marlon Brando, you know, it's Godfather, so the one or two theories that really articulate the whole family. The family as a whole, each of the theories in that family come up with a core or a main message, and then I would posit to you also a couple of shortcomings. Now, if we look at the three families in turn, the first family is optimized portfolio. You could date the birth of that family to 1970, when BCG comes up with the share growth matrix. And the share growth matrix is the poster child of the optimized portfolio family. And this particular theory, as many others in the family, has one big message, which is success in business is achieved by superior allocation of limited capital. I sometimes refer to the optimized portfolio family as the feng shui family. As those of you familiar with feng shui will know that the whole idea of feng shui is to move things around to enhance the energy in the room in which you find yourself. And likewise, optimized portfolio family of strategy theories suggest that move things around, mostly cash, from one entity to another to increase the success of the overall company. Now we'll see the BCG share growth matrix and its cousin, the GE McKinsey matrix, shortly. But we'll talk about their strengths, and one of the shortcomings, one of the big weaknesses of this family of theory is that it vastly underplays the importance of delivery and executional issues. Optimized portfolio as a family started in the 70s. Lots of theories have been added to that since. But one of the things it does is it tends to appeal very strongly to people with a financial background. As you can tell, optimized portfolio is a kind of way to look at business that says the finance director is God. Finance director moves things around, company succeeds better. It's difficult when you're a finance director to say, no, I don't want to subscribe to that theory. Optimized portfolio dominates the intellectual business landscape of the 70s until 1980, when Michael Porter creates a whole new family out of thin air. And allow me to describe this family as established position. The underpinning message of all the theories in that family is success in business is achieved by choosing a superior position in a given environment. So it's not about move things around and things will get better, is assess your environment, pick a position, go for it. This approach completely transforms the way people think about business, in particular in the 80s and early 90s. Small shortcoming, it slightly underplays the importance of internal executional factors once you've identified the direction. But, one has to also give credit where credit is due. This was the first time that a common way to think about business has been added to. So before Porter, everyone thinks in terms of portfolio. After Porter, 80s, 90s, you think about portfolio, but you also add the notion of what's the position, typically the competitive position. And we'll see another theory in that family called Chenkin's Happy Line, which is a way to also establish position, but taking a slightly different reference point than Porter, and some might argue fixing a big bug in the five forces model. And then, after these two families, in the 1990s, a third family kind of comes to the fore. Allow me to call them leverage resources. We'll see a bit more of that in the next module in modern strategy theories. And this particular family has as a unifying theme the idea that no, it's not about moving things around, it's not about picking a position, it comes from within. It's about focusing on an optimal set of operational skills, growing out to succeed better. I sometimes refer to this family as the chakra family. Okay, it's about really looking on the inside, aligning your chakras, being consistent with yourself, and successful result. The poster child for that family is index value disciplines, and we'll also talk about strategic intent core competencies. Right, so this is the sort of three families. Again, not all theories belong in that particular set of families, but 80% of them fit in that roughly. Without further ado, let's go into a bit more detail with BCG Shared Growth Matrix.